What's going on, all my hustlers and grinders? It's Matthew, Vic, and I got the JoJo Lena. And today we're going to talk about the struggles of being a business owner, the ups, the downs, the shit you got to get through.
Yes, because junk removal, just like any other business, has its struggles. And we have overcome many struggles. So throughout this video, we're going to talk about them and let you know what we did to overcome them. And leave a comment down below and let us know, what struggles did you overcome, or if you can relate to any of these struggles that we mentioned.
And if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button down below, and we're heading out to the first job. You ready?
Ready.
Let's roll. Now, one of the struggles of being a new business owner is getting that phone to ring consistently. And I totally get it if your phone's not ringing at all for a week. Like, it's scary as hell. You got to get those repeat customers, build your brand, and get people to call you up day in, day out. Then you'll feel more comfortable.
Yeah, and there's so many things that you can do to try to get your phone to ring. So once again, get on all the free platforms. We said that a lot, so we're not going to spend a lot of time and detail in how to get on the free platforms, but there's so many out there. Make sure you're on all of them. And then, if you're driving around and you see people with a mess in front of their house, leave a door hanger. Leave a door hanger. Or if you see somebody having a yard sale, stop off, give them your business card, because not everybody's going to buy their junk. They're going to need to get rid of it after the yard sale. And who should they call? A junk hauler. You can also go to businesses and look around back of different businesses, and you'll see that they have a big dumpster, and oftentimes there's a huge mess around their dumpster. And if you go into that business, introduce yourself, leave a card, maybe they'll call you to clean that up on a regular basis, and they may need a junk hauler.
Yeah, it's all about word of mouth, knocking on doors. I don't know how many thousands of dollars I made going to a job, pulling up there, maybe cleaning up a back of a commercial building, some pallets. Then I look over here and there's another business with a bunch of trash. I walk in there, give my business card. Then a week later, I'm doing a job making $1,000 or a couple grand. So Get on your grind, get on your hustle. If your phone's not ringing right now, don't sweat it. Just keep pushing.
So we're pulling up to the first job of the day, and this person found us on Nextdoor, which is another free platform that you should be on.
So here's the first job of the day, and there it is. Fast, easy cash. Couple cabinets and a dresser.
So we're at the next job of the day, and this is a repeat customer. So it shows you how important it is to build up your clientele.
So we're at the next job, and it's a garage clean out, and she wants everything on the shelf to go, all these boxes to go, and it's an all cash job, so it's an easy one. So job is complete, and we had to put a piece of glass door that was broken at the very end on the very top of the load. And what happened? We got it done. And you know what I told the customer? After I got it done, I looked at her and said, you know what? 1-800-GOT-JUNK wouldn't do that for you. And she was straight so happy. She's gonna leave a 5-star review. She said you're so awesome. So yeah, we're just out here getting it.
Yes, we are.
What's your prediction of the dump fee, JoJo?
Prediction of the dump fee is 94.
I'm gonna say $87, and JoJo says she wish you would have filmed, but we didn't. But anyways, yeah, 1-800-GOT-JUNK wouldn't do that. Now let's talk trash in the dump line with Matt, Vic, and the JoJo Lena. And let's talk about the struggles. Some of the struggles are underbidding jobs when you first start out. You'll show up to a job You'll hit the person with a price, then you'll start digging through the bushes or maybe underneath a tarp or behind a dresser, and you'll see more shit. Then you'll look at the person next to you and be like, you know what?
Should have charged more money.
Should have charged more money. I don't know how many times that happened when we first started. We actually did a dirt job. And we had a rototiller. I don't know why the hell we were doing this. We were desperate for work, so we were rototilling this backyard. She was shoveling everything.
He was rototilling and I was shoveling because it was like clay dirt. It was like
horrible.
It was so bad. And this was before we had any buttons. So he was rototilling and I was shoveling. And then we did like 2 dump runs.
2 loads.
And then it was like, you know, shoveling it in, shoveling it out. It was horrible.
And we only charged $600 for that job, so we left hella money on the table. So
it was like 108 degrees, midsummer, and the day was so long, and I just it was a mess.
The struggles are real, guys. So when you first start out, don't stress it. If you do a job and you underbidded it, you're just going to learn from that mistake you made. So the more mistakes you make, the more you'll learn. So yeah, we underbidded that one big time.
Yeah.
We got jobs we did that are from hell that we'll actually leave it in the comments down below of a job we did. Me, you, and baby Jesus. And it was a job you needed some equipment to do. We got there on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And it was horrible. We did like 5 loads by hand. It was green waste, but it was like all tangled up.
It was pine needles.
Oh gosh.
And it was...
Stuff was grown through it. It was all just horrible. So you'll learn what jobs to take and what jobs not to take. So we don't do concrete, we don't do dirt, and we don't do moving.
Oh no, we don't do moving. Sometimes when you first start junk removal, you might take on some moving jobs. And you know, that's what we did. And we don't move people anymore.
Never again.
Nope.
It's harder work, it's a pain in the ass, and yeah, we're junk haulers. So we want to do the easy stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, so those are struggles. You'll take on some jobs and you'll learn that those aren't really the jobs for you, and you'll get a little pickier at the jobs that you take.
So we're super picky now, and we stay busy every single day. So we're not really struggling no more, and we're living life. So it's all about building your brand, getting these repeat customers, and just advertising and marketing the right way. So if you're just starting out and your phone ain't ringing, don't stress it. Just keep at it and don't quit.
Yeah.
So.
And some of the struggles that you'll face is finding like which customers are for you.
Oh yeah, there's 3 type of customers. There's customers that will call you up, won't even ask for a price. They just want to get it done. You show up, then hit them with the price, and they're like, sure. Then there's those customers that will want to shop around. They'll call you, they'll call the next guy, they'll call everyone and just try to shop around and get a cheaper price. Then you got those customers that are super cheap that you'll show up and they'll waste your time. They'll have no idea what it costs to get rid of stuff. They'll think a full load is like $99. So those are 3 type of customers you'll deal with. Yeah, the struggle's real. And I think, who won the prediction? What was it?
Oh, it was $71, so I won. Your girl. So we're at the next job of the day, and this person found us on a Google search. And one of the struggles you'll face is showing up on Google, ranking high on Google. That is just a struggle that all businesses will start off with. And it's going to be so important for you to have a website. And that might be another struggle you face. And maybe you don't know how to do a website. If you do, then you're ahead of the game and you know how to do one. But if you don't, that's a struggle you're going to face. How do I do a website? I did not know how to do a website, and I was super scared and nervous in putting one together, and I was going to pay somebody to do that. And finally I sat down and I thought, you know, I'm just going to try. And so I highly suggest GoDaddy. I found it very easy to do a website there. And just mess around with it, play with it, throw up some pictures, and you'll discover that it's not a very difficult thing to do. And then you'll learn more about SEO, and you'll learn what works and what doesn't work, and you'll change things up, and then your phone will start ringing more. So it is a struggle, but you will overcome it and you will create your own website. Hopefully. Some people will say, use my service and I'll do a website for you. And yeah, I mean, you can do that. You can pay somebody, but really you can keep your money in your own pocket and learn how to do your own website.
So we're at the next job and all this fiberglass roofing needs to go and all this wood needs to go, and it's about 1.25 loads. So we'll do 1 load today and come back tomorrow. So job is complete and we're heading to the landfill, and the JoJo has the tip of the day.
My tip of the day
is do good work and you'll get tips.
I got a $50 tip and he looked at me when he handed it to us.
Whatever. So what's your prediction of the dump fee?
Prediction of the dump fee, $120.
I'm gonna say $74. Let's see what happens. He knows I'm gonna win, right, yo boy? So we got a little dilemma, guys. The JoJo's daughter's moving to Idaho. The perks are she's hot. The cons are she don't want to pay shit. So if you got a box truck and you want to help her move, leave a comment down below and you'll be rolling with a mini JoJo to Idaho. So I think I jinxed myself. It was 105. I'm pretty sure we tied up. It was pretty damn close.
It was close.
Now let me show you guys the real struggle. You guys see that back there? Them grabbing that green waste? We've done that many a times. And that is one hell of a struggle. You want to get one of these, guys. Get a button. Now let's talk about another struggle. Doing your damn taxes is gonna be a struggle, especially if you make a lot of money, you got this money coming in, and you don't have a bookkeeper or a CPA, you might be lost. You might forget to save receipts, and then at the end of the year, you show up and you do your taxes, and all of a sudden you owe a whole shitload of taxes. So
yeah, so that's a struggle we definitely went through, and it was a learning experience. So, you first start your business, and you might not have any idea how to do taxes. So, the first time we ended up owing more money than we would have liked. So what we learned is save your receipts. Every single receipt.
Every single receipt.
And, we keep ours organized in envelopes. And one is for truck maintenance, and one is for
advertising, tools, dump receipts, all that stuff.
Keep everything, even if you go to lunch while you're working, keep that receipt, because food that you get while you're working is a write-off. Your gas receipts, dump receipts are your biggest write-off. You must keep your dump receipts, because that's going to go off of your gross income, and you'll save so much money keeping your dump receipts. Every single receipt, you get your oil changed, or you're changing a flat tire, you're buying tools,
Save your
getting
receipts.
Uniforms,
advertising, all that stuff. Save all your receipts.
100% of just save all your receipts, because you can write off so much of that stuff. And another bit of advice is, you may try to do this on your own, and you may try to do your own taxes, and maybe that worked for you when you were employed by somebody else, but now you are self-employed, and we cannot stress it enough how important it is to get a CPA, because he's going to give you such good advice, and he's going to look at you individually. He's going to look at how much money you made and where you need to spend more money and where you should spend less money, and he will give you so much advice. And
yeah, we always say do everything by yourself, but something I would spend money on if I was you is get a CPA and get a bookkeeper. It's a must. It's just as important as getting a button to push to dump your load. So get a bookkeeper and a CPA, and it'll make life way easier. It's the best money we ever spent besides the dump truck pushing a button. So that's definitely something you want to do.
Yep.
And like, we owed a lot of money, and our bookkeeper last time, our CPA told us we need to go spend some cash, so we bought this dump truck. So
yeah,
it's really important.
We wouldn't have bought the dump truck as soon as we did. If we did not get that advice from the CPA, because we would have ended up just paying all that in taxes instead of buying something that would better our business and put money more in our pocket than Uncle Sam's pocket. So
yeah, Uncle Sam will come for your ass. Believe that. So pay your taxes quarterly too. That's what I would do. Don't do it at the end of the year.
Yep.
Pay quarterly.
Very
so
good
then
advice.
you're just not hit with this big amount you owe at the end of the year. So we're heading to the next job right now. That's another struggle. Taxes is a damn struggle, especially if you're just starting off.
Yep. Another struggle really quick is, this might not have been a struggle for you, but writing invoices. I remember the first time a client was like, oh, can you send me an invoice? And we're like, sure. And then we got home, we're like, how do we do that?
You gotta figure that shit out.
How do we send an invoice out? So it's little things like that. And if you knew how to do that, that's great. You're ahead of the game. But you know, if you're like us, we just learned as we went along. And
there's an app that we use. I'll leave it right there for you guys. It's a free app to send invoices out. So that's how we do it now.
Yeah. When we first started, I just learned how to do it in an email. And I would, itemize things and write their address and the date and what we were going to remove and how much it was or how much it's going to be. And that's how we did it. And it was fine. But, now we use an app. So there's lots of different ways to tackle different situations.
So yeah, another struggle, guys. So we're heading to the next job. So stay tuned for that. And oh yeah, don't forget, if you're learning something, hit that like and subscribe button down below. And I wasn't lying about the JoJo's daughter. She does need a box truck to move her shit to Idaho. So leave a comment down below if you got a box truck. All right.
She is very pretty.
So we're heading to the job now for real. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So we are at the next job of the day. And this person, once again, found us on a Google search.
So here's the job. It's not that big of a job, but it's another one. So all this stuff right here goes.
Okay.
We're leaving the rock and concrete here, but everything else goes.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So after you've been struggling for a while, it all pays off. Look at that, all cash, baby. That's what I'm talking about, all cash, baby. So yeah, you might struggle at first, then it'll all just come together. You'll start making easy money. So we're heading to the next one. So here's the best Italian food in Santa Rosa.
Canavari's.
It is bomb, huh?
It smells so good when you walk through here. It just smells so amazing.
So these bad boys right here are homemade. And how bomb are they, JoJo?
They are so good. We tried them when we came here the first time, and I think we bought two.
They're off the hook.
They're so good. They make their own potato chips here, and they're to die for.
Look at that. Ooh wee.
Oh, hot.
So look at this beautiful sandwich right here. Oh my God, this is heaven. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
No, mine is too. It's so nice and warm, and oh, this is just an amazing place. This place has been in business for like 100 years. Italian family owned. That's
You know
so
I love
cool.
my people. Gotta support them. So yeah, we're at the next job of the day, and we got this job from Yelp. And I had her move a Range Rover, and the reason why is, one time I was doing a job, and something flew out the car, and it cost me $2,200 because I smacked the neighbor's car.
Yes. So that was a struggle, and we learned from that one, right?
Hell
Always move the
yeah.
cars now. Yeah.
Always move the vehicles, guys. You don't want to come out of pocket like I did. So here's the job. It's all this trash right here needs to go. We got this pile right here that needs to go along here. And also all this stuff right here needs to go. Plus this, plus that trampoline. And we got some more stuff in the garage that needs to go too. And also this pile right here goes. So the struggle is real. We're at the last job of the day, and this wasn't even planned. Actually, it's a neighbor. We're doing a job right back there. She's seen us. She has some trash on the side of her house, and she's paying all cash. So I said, you know what? We'll do it right now. So you ready?
I'm ready. Then that goes to show you how important it is to have decals, because so many people see us doing a job and they see the truck and, you know, they call you over. So here's the job. This is going, and this is going, and this over here. So, just a little job.
Not bad, huh?
Nope. What, 5 minutes?
Hell yeah. So we made it to the landfill out here in Hillsburg, California, JoJo's hood. And JoJo, what's your prediction of the dump fee?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
58.
58?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 107, so let's see what happens. So look who won again. Mawai, your boy, it was $90 if you guys can see it. I don't know if you could or not, but anyways, it feels damn good. It's like a mugshot, guys. Check it out. I am the champ. Now let's talk about another struggle that happens in your business, starting a junk removal business, is landing jobs.
Yeah, landing jobs is probably going to be one of your first struggles in this business. You will show up for jobs that you will bid and you won't get them. You just simply won't be landing these jobs, and you'll start to wonder why.
Yeah, you'll have a big job. You'll think you locked in. The customer's supposed to call you like in a day or two to confirm. And you'll think you got it locked in. You're so pumped up and they never call you. So it's gonna happen. Don't get too frustrated. It's just part of the game. And I learned one thing too. When I first started doing bids and went to go try to land jobs, I was showing up in just a white t-shirt. And I didn't look that professional. And I didn't land as many jobs as I do now.
Right.
Now I'm like at 90% when we show up to jobs. Probably 90 to 95%, no bullshit. We land the jobs and do them right then. So we're always ready to roll and get the job done. We always show up in the dump truck. We show up in uniform. We show up with the big decals, and we're always ready. You don't ever want to show up to jobs out of uniform in just a regular vehicle. You want to show up in your business vehicle, hat on, uniform, looking clean and ready to work.
Well, you're showing up selling yourself, because part of this business is being able to sell yourself. And you got to show up and sell yourself.
Yeah, don't walk out the house with some slippers and some sweats on and try to show up to a job and tell the customer a price and think you're gonna lock it in, because you gotta look professional, guys. So that's one of the struggles we went through, but now we're doing good.
Yeah.
We're awesome. Go ahead.
It's also super great to definitely show up in your truck, because if you can tell that the customer's a little bit on the fence and you're not quite sure, because sometimes you get really good at reading people, and you can be like, oh, come on out and see my truck, and you can open it up and show them, like how big it is and how much space it can fill up. And I think that's a big selling point.
Definitely. Now, some more struggles that we went through that you'll probably go through too is you'll go to houses where there's a bunch of tweakers there, and you gotta clean up the property, and then you gotta just wait on people to show up, the homeowner, and all kinds of shit happens. Like, you got tweakers, you got squatters you got to deal with, hoarders, needles, feces, dead animals, cockroaches. You'll get flat tires. You'll be waiting in the dump line forever. So we might make it look easy, like, damn, these guys are making a lot of money, but there's a lot of ups and downs.
There's a lot of daily struggles, and those are just daily struggles, like flat tires.
I remember one time when I first bought the dump truck, the dump trailer, I showed up to a job. It was in Sonoma. It was a huge job. I met up with the realtor and the homeowner, and I looked at the job. It was like probably 30 loads. I was like, holy shit, it's a good job. I didn't know how to price my dump trailer, and I told the customer and the realtor, I said it'll be $1,000 a load, with a smile on my face too. Like, yeah. I went home, thought I locked it in, but guess what? I never got a phone call back.
He never got a phone call back.
Never got a phone call back. So yeah, that's something that's gonna happen. And also another thing you gotta be worried about too is when you hire people. Some people are cutthroat.
Oh yeah.
I hired this one guy. I'm not gonna say his name, Chico. But yeah, this dirtbag. I was paying him a hella good money. He was loading up the trailer and everything. Fed him lunch, bought him coffee, and this was a huge $40,000 job we were doing for a realtor. And the realtor called me up and said, "Hey, what's up with that worker you got?" I said, "What's going on?" She's all, "He tried to undercut you and told the homeowner that he'll do every load for like $400 a load." So the guy was a straight dirtbag. So watch out for them guys, all right? So yeah, that's another struggle.
Don't have people like that working for you.
And another struggle that we had an issue with a neighbor lady. We accidentally took some of her stuff. We didn't know it was like on the borderline on the property we were cleaning up, but we accidentally took it. And what did the lady do?
Well, she came home and she seen us and she's like, "Oh, I had stuff here. You guys take my stuff." And we're like, "Well, no, we didn't take your stuff. We were hired by your neighbors to take theirs." And some of it ended up being her stuff. So, then she started blowing up our phone.
She was flipping out, so we had to come out of pocket $400. The lady was happy afterwards, so it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We couldn't just leave the job and not make it right. We did the right thing. We didn't want to get a bad review, and $400 is nothing. Back in the day, yeah, it would be a lot, but now it's not. We made like $2,300 a day, so it's no big deal. So some things are gonna happen. You just gotta deal with them the right way.
Yep. So if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe.
And leave a comment down below of some of your daily struggles. And yeah, keep hauling and balling and hit that like and subscribe button like the JoJo said. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.